Blake, you're being charged with murder.
So, man,
Dude, you killed somebody.
did you say my life will be ruined?
Yeah, your life's fixing to be a show for a long while.
Meet 18-year-old Blake Linkus. Right now, Blake has just realized that he is going to prison for the murder of his girlfriend, a crime that he tried to erase along with himself.
I didn't try to kill her. I was just mad because I kind of just wanted to die with her.
But with that plan failing catastrophically, detectives are about to discover that behind Natalie's death is a 3-year-long devastating story, one filled with lies, jealousy, and violence, all at the whims of one teenage monster.
That's my life, really.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a real big bump in the road for you.
My girl, how was this happening?
On June 7, 2023, police in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina received a 911 call that sent them rushing into action.
And I'm out in Myrtle Beach right now for our senior trip. And our friend is passed out on the floor right now, and she's ice cold, and she's very blue. Her lips are blue, and she's
Okay, what's the address? Where are you at? Where are you at?
Where are we at? Mason Drive.
That friend, who was on the floor not breathing, was 18-year-old Natalie Jane Martin, a recent high school graduate from Roseville, Ohio, who traveled to the beach to celebrate the milestone with a big group of her lifelong friends. Natalie worked at a daycare center, loved hunting, gardening, and fishing, and had a beautiful life ahead of her. But in the blink of an eye, her bright light was snuffed out, and her friends were left to try and save her life, knowing full well that her killer was among them.
You need to do chest compressions, okay?
Okay.
You're going to pump the chest hard and fast, at least twice per second and 2 inches deep. Let the chest come all the way up between pumps. We're going to do this 600 times or until help can take over.
As paramedics raced to give Natalie CPR, her ex-boyfriend, 18-year-old Blake Linkus, was also in need of assistance. Why? He had stabbed himself in the chest. After being taken to the hospital for monitoring and treatment, Blake told police that he had accidentally strangled Natalie the previous night. He was so distraught over her death that he believed there was only one way out, at least in his version of events. After he was deemed healthy enough to be taken into custody, police did so and brought him in for questioning. The following footage was kindly provided to us by Horry County Police Department.
You remember me from yesterday, Detective Jones, Detective Skellett. Gonna go back over things from yesterday when we were at the hospital, okay? Anytime we talk to you, I'm gonna do one of these things, okay? Understand that?
Detectives read Blake his Miranda rights for the second time, though it's very much like reading them to a blank wall. Talk about a Gen Z stare.
Tuesday night, all you guys were planning on going to the House of Blues, right? Okay. Just start from there and walk me back through everything again.
We all got Ubers to go there, and then I was talking to other friends that I knew there, and everyone else was in the back, towards the back of the line, and they were saying Dakota was getting kicked out, so I walked over there, and just wondering what was going on. And then, he was going to get an Uber back, and Natalie didn't feel good, so she's going to go back. I wanted to get Dakota to come back and Natalie, so I went with them. And then got back, kept ringing more. Me and Natalie, got stuff together. Dakota took a little bit of a nap, just kept hanging out with him. And then later on, the whole situation happened, which I didn't mean to. It just happened. I would never harm her anyway. I thought it was a dream. I didn't even know it was true.
Okay. So you, Dakota, and Natalie are the ones that went back to the rental unit y'all were at? Alright. Do you remember about what time that was? Or have an idea, maybe?
It's just one thing I'm never...
Okay, was it dark?
dark the whole time.
Alright. And you said the whole thing happened. Alright. Tell me what that whole thing was. I mean, you go back through it. And you talk very softly, so I'm struggling to hear you.
Sorry. I'm pretty sure we were watching TikTok or something, and I got mad over something on her phone. It's hard for me to exactly remember what it was, and I thought I'd choked her for a little bit, and she fell off the bed, and I thought she said something to me. Like, I didn't think she was just dead, so I just decided to go to bed because Dakota, it seemed like he didn't want to even go to the club. You know, I should have checked on her.
Alright, I'm gonna back you up. You said you got an argument over something over the phone.
Yeah.
And what was that?
I'm sure it was like other dudes or something. I don't know.
Okay. Now, what led up to you choking her? I mean, tell me, excruciating detail about that.
Like, we were beside each other, and
how were y'all on the bed? You said you were beside each other, so I'm guessing y'all were on the bed?
yeah,
How were y'all on the bed?
just like, I mean, she was on her back and I was on my side, like towards her, and I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I was just like saying stuff to her, and I just reached, and she was saying stuff back, and I just reached over, and she was at the edge of the bed, so I just choked her for a little bit, not meaning to just try to kill her whatsoever.
Yeah, how were y'all on the bed? Were y'all say this is the bed that's up against the wall here, were y'all like feet this way, or
Feet towards the end of the bed.
feet towards the end of the bed? Okay. Alright. Which side of the bed was she on? Was she on like this side or that side?
The side that she was on the whole time.
Okay.
So like right there. Beside her.
Okay, you said you reached over and like choked her. How did you do that?
I just put my hands around her throat, and
How?
just one and then two, and she like went sideways and fell over, and I just said, alright, I'm just gonna go to bed, like, I'm not dealing with this right now. So I rolled over towards the middle of the bed, and I thought she just wanted to stay down there. I thought she was gonna leave the room or something.
For the entirety of Blake's time in the spotlight surrounding this case, this is the tone and expression he's carried: annoyed, uninterested, and unashamed. Repeatedly, you'll hear him claim that he barely choked her and that he didn't realize she was dead. In reality, experts believe that she was choked for nearly 4 minutes until she died. Blake had 4 minutes to change his mind. 4 minutes where he could have made the decision to spare her life. Instead, he continued to harm her as she begged and fought for her life.
I mean, did she like try to push you off of her, grab your hands, or try to say anything? I mean, what was the content there?
She got up like that, yeah, she was pushing a little bit, but I mean, that was really it.
Well, what was your body position? I mean, where were you at?
I mean, first I was laying on the bed, and then when she got up, I got up a little bit. I think we were just on our knees, like, I don't know, like, we never went on our feet at all.
You said she was on her back and you were kind of laying on your side. I'm assuming you were kind of laying like, hand propped up on your head and whatnot. Was it one hand over at first?
Like, I mean, she maybe pushed a little bit. I don't know. It just didn't feel long at all, like, honestly. And she fell back. I didn't think anything of it. Again.
When she kind of fell back, you said she kind of fell off the bed a little bit?
Yeah, she just went straight back.
Okay. Were you still holding on to her when she was off, almost kind of like going like around?
Okay.
When she fell off the bed, how did she fall off? Did she fall off like sideways or backwards, or?
pretty sure it was just backwards and like she rolled over. I don't know. I didn't check up on her. I really should.
Did you hear anything, any noises, or?
I thought she was saying something. I thought like I heard something. I don't know. After that, I just didn't want to talk. I should have just left the room or checked on her and called 911. I wasn't in my right mind.
You said you guys were arguing after whatever you found on the phone. And you said you said something or she said something. Do you know what she said to you?
I don't remember what we both talked about at all. I just know that I said something, which I never get mad over that stuff. It's just she'd get mad, and it just, I don't know, the alcohol, it just escalates, I don't know, worse than I would ever be if I was sober. If I was sober, I'd just storm off or something. Because we've just never had anything like that happen to us before.
You said something like that never happened to us before, so what happened? Like, are you talking about what happened after the fact, or are you talking about what happened that night that led up to that?
Like, we've always just been a good couple. We've never done anything like that towards each other.
Nothing ever physical before to each other?
No, and people prove that.
But this isn't true. Natalie and Blake had been dating for around 3 years, and in those 3 years, Blake was possessive, jealous, and quick to anger. In one instance, Blake shoved Natalie onto the ground in front of a group of people while they were having an argument. Even as people yelled at him, he continued to push her. And if he was doing that in public, what was he doing behind closed doors?
Alright, so after Natalie falls off the bed, you said you thought she said something or something of that nature. What was that? I mean, what did you hear? I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
It seemed like just breathing in a word, like a word come out. I don't know. It didn't seem like she was like dying, because I've never heard anyone die. So.
All right. So, I guess at that point you went to sleep. Is that what you said?
Exactly what I did.
Huh?
That's exactly what I did. I thought she was either going to sleep there or go out of the room. I don't know.
Did you text anybody or anything at that point?
I texted my parents, but I messed up. And that was really it. And then I love them and stuff.
What was that about?
Just because, I mean, I've never done that to a woman before in my life. I even checked to see if she was on the ground still, or if she had, like, it was just during that point I put my phone down and I just died. And I was really tired anyway, so I just went to bed. And I woke up, and all that happened. It's wild.
Alright, when you woke up, tell me what happened then.
I woke up, I first seen her there, I thought she was sleeping. I noticed something was off. She looked, and then I went to the shower and I got a knife and stuff, because I thought like that she actually was dead or something, because she was still in the same position and she...
Alright, I'm gonna back up a little bit because you lost me. You got, excuse me, you got up, you saw Natalie still on the floor. Where was she at?
Same, like, just on the side of the floor. She didn't move anywhere else. She didn't. The bed, like, she was just...
She like right beside the bed or kind of under the bed or?
Like, beside it a little bit. I don't know, under it, I don't know.
Okay. Well, alright, so you got up, you see Natalie. What's the first thing you do at that moment?
Like, I kind of checked on her a little bit. Like, I just like moved her arm a little bit, and she was like cold and blue, and I'm just like, this is really happening. Like, this is really happening. And like, I walked outside, people were sleeping, and I wanted, because I didn't want to live without her, and I just did that. And I just stood in the shower for a minute, and I couldn't do it to myself, so I just went out. We need to get her help now.
But again, this isn't true. Blake didn't call 911 for Natalie. Instead, after killing her, he remained locked in the condo with her for several hours, well into the following morning. When he was discovered by their friends who were also staying at the condo, he didn't mention Natalie or ask for help. Instead, he pointed to his own wounds. In other words, he never had any intention of saving Natalie, just himself.
So everything I didn't want to live without her. I didn't want to know that she was dead.
Again, let me rephrase that because I'm probably not coming across the right way. You said you just did that. What did you just do?
I grabbed the knife.
No, you seen Natalie, and you said you had the realization, I just did that. What was that realization? What did you do?
That whatever I did last night, it ended up killing her.
Okay. And then I'm guessing you assumed that was what? What exactly did you do that night before?
My arms around her, choking her, falling off the bed.
Okay. So, I guess here's where I'm having a little bit of a block, I guess, on it. I guess the next morning is the stark realization that this is really bad. But that makes me think that there was some thought process the night before. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you get up next morning and here she is, that she's dead, and then you think, I just did that. She was choking her. So was there some thought process the night before of, I have harmed her?
I mean, the night before, I just done that out of like anger, and I didn't obviously, like I said before, try to kill her at all. So she hit the ground, and I just thought that was it. Either her out of the room. I literally, my phone was already across the bed, so I just got on the bed, rolled over, grabbed my phone, texted that, because I knew like she would have complained about it to their friends or going to leave that next day.
I guess the next morning you kind of had this oh crap moment. Is that when you realize that Natalie's dead, and I choked her last night, and that's what caused this? Or was there some thought from last night that went, maybe she's not okay, but I don't care because I'm mad at her?
It's the first thing you said, because like nothing was really going through my mind like that at all. Like, I didn't think that she was like hurt that bad at all. So in the morning, that's when I was surprised. That's why I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to do. I should have just went to them, got 911, called them just a little bit earlier. I should have just checked on her when she did hit the ground.
Okay, so I guess here's the other thing I'm getting at. So you get up, you check on Natalie, you realize that she's deceased. At that point, what you're telling me is you went into the kitchen area, got the knife, and came back into the bedroom, and then went into the shower that's was in your Natalie's bedroom, right? Is that it? Is that correct? All right. My question is literally this: why did you do that at that point versus go ahead and saying, hey, Natalie's in bad shape, we need to get some help?
Because I kind of just wanted to.
Well, is it?
Which is stupid, I know, but.
Was it maybe some stark realization of what had happened and what you had done at that point?
I mean, a little bit, yeah. That's why I just thought that, like, I knew I did that. I didn't think it was a dream or anything. But I just didn't think I would kill her. I didn't try to kill her. I was just mad. We've been together for almost 3 years, and there's never been anything, even the whole trip. I didn't know what to think. I've never been in this position before. Never been in trouble. I've seen her on the ground. I just wanted. I didn't. Either way, if I try to get help, I would have had to live through it.
So you guys been together for 3 years? So you guys met when you were both 15? Or is she a year younger or same age?
We're the same age.
Same age?
Did you guys go to the same high school?
Mm-hmm.
Is she the only girl you've been with?
Mm-hmm.
Are you the only guy that she's been with?
Basically, yeah, she's had boyfriends, but...
And you guys been together for 3 years, you said?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been with other people. Did you cheat on her before, or was this before you guys even started dating?
It was before.
Okay.
Their 3-year relationship was filled with turmoil. The two had broken up a few weeks before Natalie was killed after an incident where he shoved her in front of others. However, the tickets for their trip were already booked, and after a long relationship of ups and downs, they decided to push through the vacation and see what happened. Unfortunately, the unthinkable did.
Do you have any doubt what you did caused her death?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you doubt what you did caused her death? Is there any doubt in your mind what you done caused her death, caused her to die?
Well, at the time when at first I didn't know, but now I do know. And there's no other way. I mean, it was me, and I remembered that happening. I didn't think it was actually true. And when I seen that morning, I was just hyper. I didn't know what to do. I wish I could explain, but I've never been in that position before.
Alright, so, and you tell me right or wrong if I'm understanding this the way I put it. I'm going to kind of paraphrase it. The next morning, you kind of had that moment of, oh crap, I choked her last night and I've killed her. Is that the thought process the next morning?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
You guys ever had any bad arguments before?
I mean, nothing that led to that, no.
Well, obviously
I mean,
nothing that led to
nothing
that.
like
But
just me touching her either. I mean, we've always for the first 2 years, I mean, that's why everyone thought the most of us, because people could barely go through months or anything, and we were so perfect. I mean, the family loves me.
no, well, here's another thing I'm going to ask you, because I'm going to have to talk to them.
Talk to them.
Natalie's parents. I'm sure you've been to her. You guys been dating for 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've been to their house. I'm sure they've been quite hospitable to you. I'm sure you probably eaten dinner, lunch, and stuff at that house. What do you want me to tell them? What would you tell them? I mean,
I've already thought about it. No. They love Natalie to death, obviously. Great person. Strong, independent woman. I mean, we've done so many favors for each other. I've done favors for their families and her. She's done way more than that with ours too, and like me. She's a great woman, and I've always loved her and cared about her, and they've loved me. They've always known that. They've always known my protection I have for her. I've fought over people for good reasons, and then this just happens, and I didn't know what to think, because this is actually true.
okay.
What do you mean you fought over people for her?
About a year ago, so this is when we both went to Mideast. We went to Philo. Well, she went to Philo freshman, sophomore year, or high school. I went to Philo freshman year and went to Middies. It's a trade school. I've done power line and stuff up there all the way until I graduated. She went there her junior year, same with me, obviously. And which it wasn't even true. There was rumors going around saying that, like, I don't know, this dude was messing around with her and stuff, and she was denying it. And this whole senior power line group, I was in junior power line, talking crap. They wanted to meet up at this car wash, and everyone was saying this dude could beat me up and stuff. And I fought over her for her.
Just over some rumors?
Yeah, but there was a whole situation over it. The group chat just texted me about it. They were my power line guys. They even, like, confronted us in power line when I was on this transition pole. Came down, and no one else wanted.
Has that always been kind of a constant with you guys, so that situation getting brought back up, or?
No, but
Trust issues.
I mean,
stuff like that stays in the back of your head, man. We're all guys.
I mean,
Like,
yeah. But this thing, like, she really hasn't done anything. And it's just, like, even that's what I'm saying when I'm sober and I just hear about stuff or, like, see stuff, it is what it is. I'm not controlling, I'm not insecure. I'm like, alright, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, that's why I kind of do my own thing too,
But he didn't do his own thing, and he never had. Throughout their relationship, he constantly accused Natalie of cheating, and would even follow her to parties to make sure guys weren't there. When they broke up, the two had agreed to see other people and remain friends in the weeks leading up to the trip. Despite him agreeing that they weren't exclusive or together, this behavior continued well into their trip to Myrtle Beach. At one point, Natalie had to beg him through text messages to leave her alone. She explicitly and very respectfully told him that she didn't want to speak with him and needed space. She asked him not to bombard her friends' phones or call her mother like he was known to do, and to just leave her be. But obviously, if their relationship and this event is any proof, he was incapable of that. He was obsessed, and he felt ownership over Natalie despite what he told her.
I didn't think it was true. I felt like a dream, a little nightmare. And I wasn't even, I was a little bit mad, obviously, but I wasn't trying to, like, completely harm her, even though, that's...
Well, what did you get mad about?
Whatever I seen on her phone, it was just like...
What'd you see on the phone? You know what you saw.
It wasn't nothing like... The dude was, like, trying to meet up with her that was there down at, Myrtle Beach and Corner Bay and stuff, and she wasn't even, like...
Oh, she gave out her number to some dude?
No, this was through Snapchat.
Oh, through Snapchat. Okay, I got it.
It's just all the Snapchat.
Gotcha.
I don't know, I just kind of got mad about it. She was saying, I don't know, stuff like, I don't know. She showed me her text, and I don't know.
Alright. What happened to your hand right there?
This?
Yeah.
Punched out my tail leg. This was a year and a half ago at a party.
Were you drinking then?
That's why everything that I do when I drink, it just leads into something bad.
What I do want to know, I want to know what she did say to you, though, because it had, like you said you weren't saying nothing. She was going off talking about. I mean, there had to have been that spark of.
I mean, she got mad over what she gets mad over that, and it's just I just take it so much differently when I'm drinking every time. That's why I can't be doing it anymore. My parents have even telling me, like, if you're gonna do it, then enjoy it. And we've been having such a good vacation, and we've been good together.
Obviously there was some rumors and stuff and all that. I guess, is there any other issues where you may have felt like she'd been paying some other fella too much attention or whatever? Because
we were saying that the other time, but like it really wasn't like that. Like she snaps to other people and stuff. I mean, yeah, I kind of do it myself, but I mean, it's not really a big deal.
I'm just kind of wondering at what point it seemed like a good idea to grab a hold of somebody by the throat.
Well, it's just, I don't know this dude. I mean, actually, that's what I'm saying. Some of my friends didn't really like him too either. And, like, I mean, I've seen the other time, I'm just like, alright, whatever. That was at the beach, that's when I was more sober. And then at night, like, he's just still, like, oh, like, when he get mad, I'm trying to, like, and it was calling him, like, her bae and stuff, but she wasn't, like, giving her off that same vibe. And then when I would ask her, like, she just get all mad and stuff, even though, like, I knew there was nothing going on. Just because, I mean, I've always kind of trusted her, and yeah, I don't know, but it just kind of made me switch. That's kind of how what happened when I just pushed her down that one time, even though, yeah, she kind of shoved me, but it was just a little switch, and, like, it's not like, and I just stopped. It's the way I stopped. And I don't know.
Do you wear any kind of necklace or anything anytime?
Yeah, my necklace got snapped off. My favorite necklace.
When did that happen?
That's when we both came up, and she, like, kind of just, like, ripped it off my neck and scattered. And I remember just grabbing the pendant around with me, like.
What kind of pendant?
My Jesus Christ.
What?
My Jesus pendant.
Okay. Is it like a crucifix, or is it like a crucifix with the Christ on it, or?
I have the gold Jesus, silver cross.
Okay.
And a silver chain.
So is that when you had the one hand, she started kind of coming up?
Mm-hmm. That's when it just came off.
So she snaps at you. Is that when you went with both hands to get her back down?
I mean, yeah, I just had both hands on her, and then that's when she came off the bed. And then I'm just like, I'm not doing, like, I yelled at her son, I'm not doing this tonight, I'm going to bed. I rolled over, I texted my mom. Obviously, I was even more mad. I mean, you have a chain, and just her making me mad. And I just texted her, and I just texted them. Just went straight to sleep, basically. I mean, I don't know, I was kind of out of it anyways, especially when we weren't going to the club or nothing anymore, so.
Blake not only wore a religious pendant at all times, but he has a tattoo on his chest that reads John 15:13. Now, it's been a long time since I've been in Sunday school, so bear with me, but that verse says, "Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." It seems that Blake misinterpreted that message entirely.
The night before, was there any doubt in your mind that you had hurt her?
I mean, I'd say a little bit, like, just the fact that I mean, not hurt her, but maybe when she fell down or something, I know I should have checked on her, but I kind of didn't care yet. Actually, I'm just like, I'm going to bed, like, I don't care what you do, like, sleep there or walk out, and maybe that should have been a sign for me to check on her. Maybe none of this would have been happening. I don't know. I don't know. I was so confused about it all when I seen her there. It just made no sense to me, but that's why I just don't even know what to think. Like, I don't want her gone out of my life. I want to live the rest of my life with her. We've talked about it all the time.
Let me see if I can summarize this thing up a little bit. You and Natalie are laying there in the bed. You guys are fussing about some Snapchat with some guy. You reach over and grab her by the neck. She goes to kind of arch out and set up. You sit up. You guys end up both of you on your knees in the bed. And you got both hands on her neck. Is that right? Or is that when she grabbed your chain, your necklace, and pulled it off? I'm sure that made you mad.
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but not that bad, honestly. It was not the first time my chain's been ripped off, not by her, but I mean, it's replaceable.
So what was being said at that point? Were you saying anything, or she tried to say anything?
I wasn't saying nothing at all, and she wasn't either at all. And I thought she was just like, I don't know, like moaning and groaning on the ground and like trying to get a word out, not trying, but like saying something, and I just didn't care for it at all. I really didn't.
He means before that all started happening.
Yeah, before she fell off the bed was
That's like none of us said nothing.
okay. When she did fall off on the floor, I mean, was it?
Kind of did something loud, honestly.
Do what?
Yeah, I mean, kind of was loud.
Well, did she try to catch herself in any way, or?
I feel like the back of her hands went back, like sideways. I can't do it with these, but
yeah,
that's what it seemed like.
When you let go of her, was it because she forced herself away from you, or was it like?
It was kind of like, that's what it felt like. That her arm went on my side, and I just kind of pushed her or whatever, not too hard. I just I don't know how that whole action was, but I just felt her arm, because the chain got ripped off either my shoulder or somewhere on this side, and still had it on her neck a little bit, and I just kind of just pushed her down. While she's kind of pushing off me, that's why she went down. I kind of seen her arms go out. I just thought she was going to lay there and leave the room, or no, she wasn't going to come back to bed. I don't know. I also thought Dakota would get up or something after hearing her at the ground, and I just wasn't. I just told her she can get out of the room. I don't care.
Was there a little bit of tussling around with the bed when all that was taking place?
Tussling on.
I mean, obviously, you got two people getting up on their knees in the bed that's kind of beating around some.
I mean, a little bit. It was also a big bed, so it was just that kind of that section of the bed. It wasn't the whole bed at all.
Do you remember your hand placement on her neck?
No, just one, two and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Not exact hand placement.
Just to get a reference here, can you kind of just show me with Detective Skellett here what you're talking about as far as your hand placement and how that was?
My hand placement?
Yeah, on Natalie, like he's Natalie.
Well, saying you're talking about laying on your side and whatnot, so I'm assuming would she be on that side of you, over there on this side?
This side.
So she'd be on this side.
Yeah, on my side.
Okay.
And because I was this, and she was propped up, and then I looked at that, and we were just I was going at it. I kind of leaned up a little bit, and then she kind of scooted up a little bit more. I grabbed her with this arm.
Grabbed her with which arm?
This one.
Your right one?
No, my left one.
Your left one, okay.
Yeah. Grabbed her, and then she kind of got up a little bit, and that's when I switched. I mean, the necklace came off at some point, and just a little bit, and then we basically just pushed each other off or whatever. It felt maybe it was more me, I don't know. I wasn't completely aware of what happened. I just had, that's the best way to put it, because I wasn't in my right mind.
I'm not sure if Blake is capable of being in his right mind. His excuses, that he didn't mean to kill Natalie and that he was out of sorts, aren't the magic eraser that he seems to think they are. To this day, he continues to make the same claims. He didn't mean to kill her, therefore he isn't guilty of murder. But thankfully, that's not how this works. Natalie had a whole life ahead of her, and it was ruined because she was exchanging texts with a local boy who she met on Snapchat. She was 18, she was single, she had a life of adventure and joy ahead of her, and that was all snatched away.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I mean, when you already have you talked to her mom or just your dad?
I spoke to her dad briefly yesterday. Obviously, I'm going to have to talk with them a lot more over time.
Yeah, well, if you don't mind, if you're allowed to, what all did you say?
Pardon?
What all did you say to him?
I just told him that his daughter was deceased and that it was some suspicious circumstances and it was under investigation right now.
What do you say?
Well, he was quite devastated. That's his daughter. That's his baby girl. He was a little angry, wanting to know what happened and everything else. I said, well, in times to come, we'll be able to tell you more. I'm pretty sure you're probably not going to be their favorite person in the world for a long time.
I would argue that when everything kind of settles down, though, if you talking with us and telling us everything to give them everything that we know to the best of our knowledge, though, that's at least the best thing that you can do, just to at least give them that to them.
Yeah.
And that's why we're asking these things.
I understand. I mean, I don't want to lie over the woman I've loved more than anyone my whole life. And that's their own daughter. They're the best parents in the world. I just want them to know that I didn't mean to do that. And my intentions were not to do that at all. And now everyone's going to hate me, and I didn't even mean to do that. I mean, I do got anger issues, but never towards her. I mean, it's gotta get it from my dad. He's got to take medicine for it, which he's been doing better. But
Natalie's father was and is utterly devastated by what happened to his daughter. At trial, he delivered a heartbreaking statement about his baby girl, expressing his devastation that he will never get to see her again, and his anger that she was taken from him by, in his exact and incredibly accurate words, Blake Linkis's greasy, cowardly hands.
oh, Natalie, I just want to see you one more time. Just one more time. Please. 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 I just want to see you. I just want to see you. I just want to see you. I want to talk to you. Hey, look. I just want to see you. My girl. How is this happening? She's really dead.
Detectives return, interrupting Blake's pity party.
So, Blake, you're being charged with murder.
So mean.
The homicide is simply defined as the killing of one human being by another. South Carolina statute says murder is the killing of one human being by another with malice or forethought, either expressed or implied. Grabbing somebody by the neck, though, you're expressing that you intend to do them harm. If you grab me by the neck, it's going to get real bad real fast for anybody else in this line of work or medical field or anything else, because they know what that entails. Or anybody in the public in general, for that matter. Did you wrestle any in high school?
I meant to ask you that.
Yeah. Is my life ruined?
Mm-hmm.
Is my life ruined?
These are going to be your copies of the arrest warrant, and that's the search warrant for your DNA, which is what we just done.
So what's going to happen to me?
From here,
Just make a copy of this for you.
yeah, from here, you will go to the detention center. You'll get booked in, processed in there, and you'll be at detention center until you have a bond hearing.
Do you think my life will be ruined?
Blake, I don't know how else to tell you this, buddy, but your actions killed somebody. What you did caused the death of somebody. Okay? Let me break it down to you for this. Like this. Think the world of your mom and dad, right? What if somebody off the street grabbed hold of your mom by the neck and choked her until she died? How would you feel about that person?
I hate it. I want to do it to them.
Yeah. So, yeah, your life's fixing to be a shit show for a little while, for lack of a better way to put it. I don't have a more I just don't know a better way to explain that to you. Like I said, is it going to ruin your life? Yeah, it's definitely going to be a real big bump in the road for you. Because, dude, you killed somebody. So, that's where we're at.
Ultimately, Blake was charged with the murder of Natalie Martin. However, his trial left even more damage in its wake. He was released on a $150,000 bond, allowing him to stay at home with an ankle monitor while he awaited his trial, rather than forcing him to wait in jail. Natalie's loved ones were devastated by this, with her father stating, "Imagine your daughter's killer gets to go home for 635 days and do whatever he wants to. The reason he was granted bond was because he wasn't violent. My daughter would beg to differ." Ultimately, after those 635 days, Blake was forced to face the music. He pleaded guilty to Natalie's murder and was sentenced to 45 years in prison without the possibility of parole. As of the publishing of this video, however, he is challenging his conviction. He stated that he feels his sentence is too long because his actions were unintentional, which again is not how things work. Our thoughts are with Natalie's family and friends. Everything our team has read about her has showed what a bright, wonderful spirit she had, and it is a reminder of what kind of effect you can have when you live your life to the fullest. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.